we are streaming a fan factions game. We're picking to the second seat. What I've noticed so far is that it seems pretty coin tight. The 6 coins tile isn't in the game, and I guess you could build early TPs, but there's no TP pass tile, so I think a faction that likes Fire 1 is good, and probably one that can build dwellings in this round. So I was thinking maybe architects could try opening with double spade as opposed to like building bridges for a change and see how that goes. With a temple for Fire 1, and maybe you get lucky and you can get some stuff to happen. I don't usually subscribe to like the whole bridge everywhere, or like I haven't played too much of like the bridge everywhere text line, but I know that that's like kind of considered to be the standard. But they are a 9/3 faction, aka they can guarantee themselves double dig with enough power tiles. So I'm interested to see if this is like a good game for that. We'll see about the color wheel. I think I've played with all these guys before. Just gonna take a quick look at them. Inverse. I'm not the strongest Terra Mystica player, but has played a fair amount. They put in prospectors into the first seed, which obviously makes sense in kind of a coin-tight game. Only got 4 hits out of 6, so it's not like our record against them is that impressive. No Lovely is good. Hasn't played that many games, but I've definitely played them before. Yeah, 5 times. Verdi, not that strong of a player, so I have played them once before, and it's not like I had a very good performance that game either. Okay, we're going to see how this goes. Things could be very unpredictable here. Darklings in the 3rd seat. Like to see a faction whose strength we basically know. I think that this might be a good game to delay the big building until round 3 as Darklings if you don't wind up on that tile. I almost always prefer Fire or Earth 2 on Darklings if round 1 or round 2 is the spade event because of the extra coins that we get. However, this might be the exception where I think Fire 1 is just better because it does, like, we're not really building TPs this round. And we're delaying our Sanctuary, so I think that waiting until these rounds and getting Sanctuary Fire 1 is a pretty reasonable line. Alright, happy Friday, everyone. This is fun. Profile photo. Enlightened in the 4th seat. Enlightened guarantee themselves the Priest or the big building, both of which are very strong for Enlightened. Arguably their best here, right? They have lots of workers events early. Darklings are obviously always pretty good. Who knows that? Diener, hello. How are you? This could very well be wrong. Like, I think that all 4 of these factions are actually quite, like, look pretty strong, resilient here. But, like, my thinking is that as architects, we could take this hex and this hex in round 1 with a double dig. Now, granted, C5 is a bit of a waste of a hex because you could just bridge and take it, but I think just starting D7 and double digging is pretty viable here. We likely get worker power because the priest and the big building tile should go in these seats in some order. Enlightened could struggle to make their towns, I guess, is our issue. Like, architects should be able to secure E7 with their first action. So we're not going to get this nice center town. And then darklings probably beat us to G6 and architects start on D7. So there's no obvious town here in the east either. So I think I kind of want to get off of enlightened, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm not sure if the big building tile is better or the priest is better. Round one, we kind of want to dig, um, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to dig and build anywhere productive. So some action on prospectors. Like, I don't really know how to value these factions. They all seem pretty strong and resilient. So um, I was kind of hoping that someone just bid me off of this and I'd be able to think some more, but looks like we might just get stuck playing enlightened, and we could be pretty vulnerable to an Earth 1 rush as well. So all the scoring tiles are in the game except the TP one. So darklings can't be that bad. We should probably be able to get a neighbor on G6 and like E5, and well, E5 is a bit of a problem because architects can open bridge, cut you off. What temple would we take? We'd probably just take these two hexes and then open fire one, right, as architects. Darklings seem very good. Enlightened do get to open the strongholds. The temp ship is in the game. Like, it's not a super great scoring track for Enlightened, and they're a mega like they're going to be the best cult faction, right? That's probably where they're strongest because darklings and architects. Actually, the cults should be wide open this game. Architects might send a few. They might get the two key town because they can town really fast, but they want to use their priests for bridges as well, right? And with these workers on coming here, this spade you can probably get. I think if I can just get everyone down to like 30, yeah, like that's probably enough. I'm willing to try out architects at this point. I just want like a bit of a victory point cushion. But I really don't know if double dig is actually like a good opening for architects. I just think that securing like two town spaces is nice. Um, and double dig in a dig round is just always good. So I guess I like maybe I shouldn't have bid on darklings simply because I don't want to play them that much. I think that I might be able to win as darklings, but okay. Let's just do this and we'll see what happens. It's our first architect stream, and guys, I can't promise that you're going to see much bridging going on here because I'm pretty sure that I'm just taking worker power and double digging in round one. Arguably even taking temp ship, but I think I kind of want fire one here. Maybe we should think, is there a strategy that involves us taking Earth to this game and then building two TPs? The thing is, there's no TP pass tile, so that feels kind of worse to me. Like, it is a coin-tight game, so it is nice to get TPs going, to get our coin econ going with Earth 2, but there's no TP tile to reward us, and that's like one of those things that I think kind of makes those games pop a little more. I guess it's not the end of the world to take Earth 1. This feels pretty lame, but prospectors should start on this guy, which is pretty good. This might be a mistake to let Enlightened have this much, admittedly. Like, maybe I should be looking more at trying to buy the priest, but I think just locking up this center space is good. Trying to get this town is good. I think I might be able to afford a round for a stronghold this game. Like this town here could be like a two bridge town initially. Then I put the stronghold, and now this turns into like um, this turns into a town. This becomes a sanctuary. Then this becomes a town. I don't know. I have dreams. Classic tension between doing what's optimal for arena points versus what'll be good slash good for learning. I mean, it's arguable that enlightened were good for both of those things. Um, like this darklings placement is pretty good for enlightened because now they should have tempo on digging down through here. It's a round one dig round, and they already had the priest. Um, so I think that they should be able to secure this hex in round one. And as I was saying, they should dominate the cults, like just absolutely crush the cults. I also didn't really give that much thought to prospectors. I've played a decent amount of prospectors, and I think that they're going to be very good here. Like TPs in round two, like the earth coins here and the TPs here are all very, very good, but I just don't really feel like it. I think I just want to double dig as architects and then build a temple for fire one, and then in round two, build a temple for earth one. Maybe I can even build a temple for earth one. It comes with a coin, and then temple for fire one in round two. Hopefully inverse is here. This obviously is not promising. Heroic logic, hello. How are you? Hope all is well. This is a good move for Leech even. I was considering upgrading, but then I realized that this is better for Leech anyway. The only way that upgrading here is better for Leech is if Enlightened were to dig this hex. So I guess I could have tried to greed more power tokens, but that's not really necessary. Anyway, yeah, it's as I'm looking at it, I think that double temple is a good idea here. I want one temple to go. Yeah, I think that two temples in two rounds that go in the center is a good idea. Um, I will not give Leech to Darklings. I do not want them opening Sanctuary. I'm gonna upgrade here. I guess if Enlightened upgrade here, then maybe I upgrade in here. Um, I really do want Leech, but I feel like, well, Prospectors might not temple here, right? Prospectors don't have to open with a temple. So if Enlightened upgrade, okay, Enlightened do upgrade down here, so I'm upgrading here. Um, and also I feel like this should be the stronghold later. I think that that's supposed to be a stronghold in one of these rounds here. Unfortunately, this actually kills some of my incentive to upgrade down here, but whatever. Um, one thing I can do is giving Leech to Enlightened is dangerous, and admittedly, Bairdi I think doesn't have a great elo, so maybe I shouldn't be that scared of them, but let's just take a quick peek again. Bairdi doesn't have a super high elo, so maybe I can afford to give Leech to this Enlightened player. Because you know what, I need to give Leech to them later anyway, right? If I want to go for a second temple in round two, then. So let's give ourselves one extra power for a victory point by upgrading down here. Man, maybe we can get onto temp ship in round 2. That would be pretty nice, right? If Enlightened dig this hex, then Darklings should be able to open with the big building. They buy the priest, though, instead of the big building, so that at least is out of the question for now. Enlightened should just upgrade to Stronghold now. I wonder if Darklings are going to be digging or setting Priest to cults. Like, this is very, very good, but Priest to Earth and, like, Priest... Oh, man, this is wildly good for Enlightened. The good thing is they're actually not going to be able to accept all of the leech that's coming to them, because this is only going to give them free leech now. Do I want to take Earth 1 here? Prospectors are going to pass before us. So maybe they get the coins next round, and then that's kind of bad in terms of my Fire 1 dreams. But then I get this tile, right? And then I do get to open Temple Fire 1 if I secure Earth 1 now. Will Enlighten just take Earth 1 here? Two coins are 2 coins. Darklings do go Priest to Earth. That would, to me, suggest a Earth 2 Temple, but you know, we don't necessarily know how Nullably will choose to play it. Prospectors should cult bump. Then I can take the coins. I guess they... So, like... I mean, I shouldn't try to predict what's going to happen here, necessarily. What could be a problem is Enlightened actually have the stuff to temple for Earth 1 and maybe still even build a dwelling. God, they're stupidly good. Yeah, Enlightened are going to punish us and take Earth 1. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Maybe we should have seen this coming. In that case, I was supposed to upgrade down here. Okay, Prospectors grab a coins action. There's no town round, so that does suggest that I could be able to make the first town here. Or that I'm incentivized to make the first town here, rather. Darklings are not sure what favor to take. I would just take Earth 1 here as Darklings. They already have enough stuff to build their Sanctuary next round, which is what they really want to do. Yep, indeed they do. So am I supposed to temple next round at all? I was thinking that getting priest production this game was good. And it's good for the track. But, like, we could also just take... I'm thinking that we could probably just take this dwellings tile and then bridge, build next round. Right? Coins, bridge, build, or just rather bridge action, build, priest, build. And then we make ourselves a quick town. We probably take the 2 key town. And then we've basically locked up second on most of these cults. We take away the 2 key town from enlightened. Maybe it should be a shipping town instead. Who knows? Or coin town. God, is it supposed to be a coin town? We could build 1, 2, 3 dwellings, just pretty much straight up with a bridge. And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. 5 points is 5 points. And we get our monster dwelling econ going. In fact, maybe after building 3 dwellings, we build a TP over here. I can bridge right now, too. That's actually a good point. Maybe that was worth doing. I was thinking that power cycling-wise, this was better, but... This is a really nice opening for prospectors as well. We're about to get punished for this Fire 1 greed. I really did consider Earth 1 there, so... Especially because we're not planning to take the coins, right? Yeah, maybe we are supposed to take the coins next round, but I kind of really like this just make a town strategy. And maybe it's supposed to be... Maybe I'm not supposed to overvalue the 2 key town, and maybe I am supposed to just go for... like fundamental terra mystica, which would be take the coins, build the temple, advance shipping, something like that. Yeah, because now darklings are going to get these coins. That's okay, right? Darklings will coins Sanctuary for Fire 1, dig this hex probably. So, okay, what hurts Enlighten more? Cutting G6 or the 3 spots in cults. That's what Darklings should do. Yeah, Darklings are clearly not thinking about either of those things. Darklings decided to build this hex because I think that they're thinking that I would cut them off, but Darklings are absolutely not getting network points in this matchup. They should kick that thought to like the Shadow Realm immediately, but they have decided to do this. Enlighten should probably... Oh my god, Enlighten are getting this tile? Prospectors don't get bonus for that. Yeah, they don't even notice it, so they're just going to give that tile to Enlightened. This is insanity for Enlightened. I really should have just bid this faction. Stronghold, Temple, Earth 1, and a Dwelling. That's like the best Witches opening there is, and Enlightened have just achieved it as well. And it's much harder for them to do that. What can we do here? I think that maybe we're supposed to try to win the Fire Cult, so I have a sudden thought, which is that maybe I send Priest to Fire, and then buy the Priest with my next action. I think I might be able to send Priest to Fire and buy the Priest. And let him go for Temp Ship, which I don't really approve of. Okay. I've kind of convinced myself that this is good. Yeah, like I think that this is a pretty interesting game. I think that fourth is possibly in play, which always makes me a little scared. Like I don't think I've played that poorly, but my opponents have just, they've done very well. Like they've all got Earth 1, but they all have good economies. Especially prospectors, honestly. They can just build 2 TPs this round and be fairly happy, I think. So we're grabbing the priest next, followed by the bridge, I think. We want to go priest, bridge, and then bridge over here. Build, bridge, build. It's going to be a very slow round. And at the end of it, maybe we build a TP. There might be a case for a priest town as well. The priest will pay back 2 coins very slowly. The priest town is probably not good. In this round, we might go strong sanctuary for water 1, I guess. Maybe a little coin short at the end of this all. So what do we want to land on next round? Temp Ship is not too bad. Let's just build 2 hexes for free quickly. I know that B6 is here for me for this bridge town, but that's like a later goal. Inverse should be templing here, I think, but he might be sending priest to water, which I don't think is good. Yeah, I don't think that that's good for, but whatever. We're gonna buy this priest. This ensures that we can bridge twice. If I'm darklings, I'm probably grabbing F7 now. That way you at least threaten G6. And also you've already got Earth 1, so it's not like you're missing out on points. But nope, they Sanctuary first, which I just don't really approve of that. They take Water 1 as well, which is possibly just fine. Well, it's possible that that's just fine. Pressure for Water 1 is also on. Like, I could lose out on that, and then I think I am really dead. Why is everyone playing so slow? Am I playing really slow too? I guess I've had some long things. Jesus Christ, man. This is real painful. Yeah, that's the right move for Enlightened. You wanna get the leech. I don't know that TPs are super efficient buildings for them, but like they could try to turn this into another temple. Build some more dwellings. God, why are you giving Enlightened all this power? This was whatever. Yeah, Darklings could have gotten themselves extra leech by building this first. Water 1 clearly wasn't under threat yet. I'm totally just going to let my opponents block Water 1 on me if it comes down to it. Like, I have no real stake in that, I think. Wait, are Enlightened beating me to Earth 1 here? Or to the 2-key town? I think they actually are. Because, yeah, my opponents are just going to keep giving them leech. Actually, I guess Darklings can't, so maybe Enlightened can't quite get it just yet. Maybe I should just be taking a shipping town and building these 2 guys as well, instead of building this TP. I guess I'd only have 3 coins for next round, which is a bit of a bummer. Shiptown might be a little too coin poor. I swear to God, if prospectors give leech to enlightened right now. So do I care about the 2-key town? Yeah, this hex is a town for me, so. We might as well take 2-key. It gives us some power. It blocks our opponents. And I'm landing on temp ship next round anyway. I'm also definitely losing water 1, right? It's actually kind of funny how hard we're losing water 1. I think that this will turn into 4 points on air, which I like. This locks up fire for me, essentially, which I like. And this, I don't know how many points this will be on water. I don't think darklings will send priests to water, so it might be like 2 points here. This is definitely not points. Enlightened continue to pass for, I think power and worker is good, because that's essentially like 3 workers. Darklings took leech that they can't accept, so that's, yeah, that was a bit of a mistake for them, I think. Oh shit! I put this town tile in the wrong spot without thinking. I want to be moving my bridges, but now I'm forced to build through here for a town. Hopefully darklings give me like these neighbors or something, so I can, if I can get this hex and then bridge here, like I can turn this into still something, but yeah, I only get 3 bridges as architects, and that was a really poor use of one. Wasn't thinking. I think I talked some game about taking temp ship and building these 2 hexes. The 5 coins seems better than that. And this cult step gets me a worker as well. So yeah. We'll open the round with Sanctuary Water 1 if we're allowed. We probably won't be. Gotta imagine that it's gonna go water 1, water 1. So now I'm kind of desperate for these neighbors. Oh, it's a stronghold. Okay. Okay. So we do get water 1. That's pretty nice. We will need neighbors for that, but let's figure that part out later, right? Enlightened didn't build this hex last round, which is, I mean, that hex will be there for them. And I guess Enlightened's economy is like weird, and that dwellings aren't quite as good. Mike check. The town tile by the temple is better for later. Yeah, I completely like just blanked on that because I like haven't played any architects, so Mad Timmy. Fan faction seems odd. You don't even play with Fire and Ice factions. I don't play with Fire and Ice factions either. Fan factions are odd, but I do think that the like Enlightened are one of like the bonkers ones, which are just like stupidly like ridiculous on econ, so you can't really figure them out. Um, I think architects that I'm playing are fairly vanilla. Prospectors are quite unique because of the way that their economy works and the way that their digs work. However, I think that a typical Terra Mystica player who's like pretty good with other stuff could figure them out. Um, Enlighten make their town first. I feel like that's a little risky. I would have liked to see them secure water one first, but like it's not really that big a deal. Just building another temple is fine. You don't need to build your sanctuary. They might be thinking that they want their sanctuary over here as well, because this is a pretty natural 3 hex town. Um, and they should be able to get the neighbor from prospectors down here as well. We haven't even taken our first action this round. What should it be? Um, oh wait, we're sanctuarying water one. Man, this game has just been going on so long that I'm like completely losing focus. Yeah. Let's just make sure nothing funny happens and that we actually get this guy. Okay, darklings are advancing ships, so I should be getting some neighbors soon. That is good news. I believe that we're probably supposed to put our bridge here and then just build these 2 hexes. I don't think darklings are going to 5-power priest and blow this up. But I guess we can check darkling's intent by just advancing on the fire track first. Enlighten go to 2 ship. They're going to build all their greens now. So they're entirely fine. Hot take, should we pass here? Or should we wait until we put this priest to the fire track first? Priest to fire seems to have some pretty clear benefits. 3 power means that we're in better position to grab coins next round. Though I guess if we just wait, then prospectors are going to get the coins action. But that's okay, because then prospector's tile is also quite good for us, right? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna claim that this is worth it. We talked a big game about getting priest production going, but that completely hasn't happened. I've been made a liar of. Um, Maybe we were supposed to just turn this into a temple. But oh well. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Darklings, you are beautiful. I think I want my next town to be if I build my stronghold here, like if I put the bridge here and build these two hexes, which is what I'm thinking of doing, then I won't be able to use my stronghold action next round because I don't have like a town coming through these hexes, which is not great. It's tricky. I'm probably like it sounds boring, but I think I'm supposed to just pass and grab the coins action, right? Like this guy is very good for me. I take the coins, um, and then maybe I build or don't build my stronghold. I can put the stronghold like I can put the bridge here, I guess. Grab E8 and then move the bridge over here. Yeah. I think that that's the right move to do. Even though I find it to be a little boring, but prospectors have 3 priests. They just took the double spade to get even more priests. So they're going to go ham on one of these cults here. They kind of tanked their economy. Again, like no one really wants to have TPs up. So like this stronghold, like I think that the prospector stronghold is very strong building, but usually in like round 4 or 5, or even round 6. Round 3, like TPs aren't getting built at this time, so really you wanted like Sanctuary Water 1. And you really want to build TPs yourself. So I think that this was probably the wrong move, and Sanctuary Water 1 was the correct move. Sanctuary Water 1 would also, well, Enlightened would probably have rushed Water 1 in that case, so I don't think it actually blocks it. So what I said before about darklings not getting network points, I think was a lie. I think that they're at least getting network points on versus Brown here, and maybe they're also getting network points versus me. Enlightened are probably winning network. I have to imagine that this insane economy is probably going to wind up with a network win. Yeah, sending these priests to water instead of fire is just like they're going for points here. Like you can see that they're obviously going for points, and it hurts me, like clearly. But look at their worker income. They should be sending these priests to the fire track. They could have even sanctuaried fire too. That gets them a worker and a town early, probably the ship town. But it does look like temp shipping is still open for them. So, eh. Enlightened advanced their ships so much, or they advanced ship, but they didn't build any greens. Again, it's fine. They have just ridiculous economy, so they're still fine. But there's only one priest town left. That is the town that I want most, but the pointer is still good as well. I know I've had some long turns, but I've been taking fewer actions than a lot of other players. I think that we're going to see some funny stats when it comes to thinking time. My next priest is going to air, I think. Um, oh, actually, I could get the last water priest. That might be worth it. If enlightened don't put priest to water, maybe I'm supposed to do that. I do need to make sure I actually get my structures out. Um, yeah, I have fewer structures out than darklings right now. I think that they're supposed to go for these two hexes, right? Or like some of these hexes that help them form a town. They're not supposed to come after my hexes. Like if I bridge, they're not supposed to punish me by taking this hex. Yeah, they're going to try to carve some towns. Thank you, darklings. I will reward you later by putting TPs here so that I can move this bridge and get 3 towns. Alright. This priest to air more worth it or the priest to water more worth it? I have lots of workers right now, and I think that I can maybe afford to put priest to air, do this, and then probably build this actually. I think I can float this guy for now. And then I'll bridge over here next round. But I think that this round I want to get these bridges going. I will eventually need one of these two, like this green or this brown, so that I can turn this into a town and then unbridge this so that this can be a town. But I think I have a 3-round prospectors game coalescing. How's stronghold D3 given where we put the tile? D3. There's a thought. I don't think that it's great though, because I have good adjacency here. I don't have good adjacency here. So I still think the stronghold is supposed to go over here. And like, that's not me saying that your idea is worse than mine. I think that that's mostly me just like being slightly biased toward not taking like too much chat advice when like I actually think that might be better than what I had planned, but all right. Enlightened really want this bridge. We're supposed to deny it to them. And we want this bridge as well. So we're going to bridge D6. They might take a ship town here, but they should want to ship down here for a 3rd town involving this gray. It's a workers' town, which is also good. Maybe a priest town or a coin town. They need everything. Yeah, they take a coin town. I think this is safe. Enlightened cannot double dig this guy. Kind of surprised that Enlightened haven't just dropped this priest on the water cult yet. I think I'm supposed to drop the priest on the water cult next. Okay, yeah, they're going to build up here. I think we're supposed to claim this. Points are points. And I think that that's points. I think we already have second here, and I don't need one worker right now. And I don't think I'm going to regret that. I might regret that statement, but I'm not going to regret it until round 6. So. Enlightened will get leech off of me. I did see that as, like, I knew that that was going to happen, so I'm not that bummed about it. Prospectors have 1 shipping, so they're going to build these 2 hexes here. I'm going to lock up my connection over here. I will only need 1 shipping. Oh, they're going to finish up their town first. Fair enough. Hopefully it's not another ship town. This could just be a priest town, I think, or another coin town. Yep, it's a coin town, so they're going to build another dwelling. This is a pretty nice game here from prospectors. Like, I can't deny that it's making points, and they are like winning up here. So at this point, I would probably just pass for prospectors. Take the coins action, and then maybe temple water 2. Darklings looking for 3 towns. I think Darklings are probably supposed to go for a town, but they've now missed out on the coin town, so. Unfortunately, we're just taking like the longest turn ever. We would like this in a coins action, but I think I would even more like build this dwelling, get 7 points worth of stronghold. Yeah, 7 points of stronghold has to be, plus a worker, plus the dwelling point has to be worth it. Hey everyone, enjoy some leech. Probably A10. No, I6 first, fair enough. Yeah, they are going to get G1 from me, which is actually, this could get awkward fast. I might need to double hard dig this next round if I can't get Act 6. I might be able to get Act 6 because I'm going to have good power income, but I do need E2 so that I can actually break this bridge. And since Enlightened are going to rush me to F2, they're probably beating me to F2. This is probably my preferred hex to take as opposed to this hex. But I will need one of the 2. Darklings should be passing. I'm not participating in much of this leech, am I? I guess I'm getting a lot of like free leech, so I shouldn't complain that much. Like, this is free leech, this is free leech. But I'm missing out on a lot of like this adjacency, like. So Enlightened failed to make their sanctuary here. That's good news for us. I don't think that they have the stuff. Yeah, they don't have the stuff to make a sanctuary. So they failed to sanctuary in the sanctuary round. Also, they're not doing that well in the cults. and they've made one town already. They're going to win network, but maybe we're supposed to take a breath and wonder who else we're in competition with now. Darklings certainly. Prospectors, actually, I think that they have a case. Prospectors don't have shipping, and oops, nope, this. Three points. You'll love to see it. I like this priest to air a lot for enlightened. It's also good for us because it means that no one else can send two priests to air. Enlightened are now prepared to pass. They could have templed, but templing next round for air 1 seems really good. Man, that was a painful 3 power to 1 worker conversion for prospectors, especially after taking a coin town, right? You know, this sounds insane, but I'm wondering if this tile is better or if this priest is possibly better. The economy on the priest is clearly better than the power here. The only thing that this gets me is potential double dig action, which I do want for like E2 or F2. F2 is one that I prefer because that lets me one ship down to these hexes down here. Yeah. So yeah, can I afford to blow all my workers on this dig? So I think what we would like our round to be is we would like our round to be 7 workers on this, then TP, Temple Air 1, TP. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 coins spent on the structure, the dwelling, the 2 TPs, and the temple. Then we move the bridge over here and we get a town. And then I build 2 of these. That's also 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 workers, 14, 15. So I think that we can actually afford that. And that'll give us our 3 towns as well. It puts us in position to grab these 2 hexes later. Because this becomes a town the moment that I break this bridge, I get this town, and then I should get another town over here as well. Ideally, we get like two 8-pointers, or like a priest and an 8-pointer, or like a priest and an 11-pointer. The priest is actually probably the one that we want most. The priest and the 8-pointer, I think, are the two that we want. Let's see if we can make any of that stuff happen. Enlightened are going to rush us to one of those, because, yeah, Enlightened should be able to get one of those. Alright, so I'm left this or this. We'll figure that out. Is now the time to figure it out? I think it is. Can we afford to advance our digs and then still make this plan? I think the answer is no, right? We figured out that like we want a lot of coins. If we spend 10 coins to make this dig happen, then we spent 12 coins. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, we want to send these priests to the cults anyway, but I don't think I'm actually advancing my shipping. So I think that the hot take here is that I'm supposed to just take this priest. I'm supposed to jam the earth and air cults with this priest. Get a lot more coins. I mean, can we advance our digs though? Like, we already have 9 coin income next round. Advancing digs brings us down to 12 workers. Building this would then put us at 9. TP, TP, temple. That puts us at 3 workers left. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 coins. We have 20 coins. Maybe a coin town is worth it here? We can also delay the dig advances until next round, right? Yeah, screw it. I'm going to say that we can afford to wait. I don't know if we actually can, but I'm going to say that we can. This is probably fire too. Yeah, darklings want multiple towns here. They don't want air 1. And maybe they can afford air 1. Put a TP here. Take a... Oh, the coin towns are gone. I am quietly eyeing being able to take Act 6 and making this all like a non-point. I'm not foreseeing an air 1 rush, but that actually is kind of awkward. I think that this... But arguably, prospectors should just be going for water 2 anyway. Yeah, they do take water 2. If we're honest with ourselves, darklings are winning, right? They have earth 1 and water 1. I think that they're probably the favorite on network. Well, actually, prospectors network. Well, actually, yeah. This is a very high network game. I don't know if we're supposed to compete on network. I think we might. There's a world where we get down to like 2 structures here. If we get like this hex and these 2 and these 2, because I think that we might be able to move this bridge down here next round. Okay, so this is kind of like a moment of truth. Okay, darklings have no priests. Let's, since I want to take Act 6, I think that maybe we can just stall by bringing this bridge up here and then building these. Darklings won't be bothering me here yet, so. This means that we delay one of our towns until next round. We delayed this town until next round. And we probably need an expensive TP. Oh shit, I was supposed to send priest. I missed that prospectors were sending a priest. This might be water 2 from enlightened, or fire 3. It's fire 2, which I guess enlightened can go for another town. Why not? I really think that darklings are supposed to make a town instead of just continuing to not town. Like they put a TP up here, clearly indicating that they're going for 3 towns. That's fine, but like why not just town here? Because then you can get like a power town and then be able to do more stuff this round. It's always kind of nice when we don't have to worry about one of our opponents going for air 1. Oh, we need to send this priest to Earth. I keep forgetting. I think enlightened would be correct to send priest to Earth now. But if they don't, then I am claiming this spot. Don't do it. Send priest to the other cult. Cool. Perfect. Okay. So I think that now I just send my priest to Earth, and then I don't down convert, and I just double dig this hex. Followed by TP, temple, and then pass. And then I have a million workers, and I'm okay with that. Oh, I should probably secure this hex actually. If I'm darklings, I'm passing. Enlightened, man, look at all these workers. They should be able to get down all of their structures this round, or like all their dwellings at least. This, advanced ship, this. I guess that involves building some TPs as well. Oh, they're advancing on digging. That makes plenty of sense as well. So they are going to force out a third town by digging. That makes lots of sense. That might mean goodbye to our network dreams as well. We'll see. All right. Should we be passing here? If we pass, we need to secure this hex, and we need to get one hex here. But we can do that, right? Like, darklings aren't going to spend their first actions rushing down here. And I don't think that anyone's going to really try to mess with this too hard yet. Like, either of these hexes yet. So I think that we're supposed to take this tile. This tile is probably too good to give up now. Like, we're about to do some stuff that has, like, essentially almost zero economic benefit compared to getting 2 workers. We would be getting, like, 2 air 1 points and locking up, like, a town tile early, but we don't really need that. And the TPs are worth more next round anyway. Yeah, enlightened don't even want to build a dwelling here. Okay, I think we begin by TP here. And then we secure this hex, and then we go for this hex, depending on what hexes disappear. What towns we want? I think we want 8-pointer. And we want we don't really care about priest town anymore, right? I also don't know if we really want the dig advance, or can we dig advance and then build all these TPs? So 2 dig advances is 10 coins. This is 22 coins. We have 21 plus 6, 27 coins. I think we're supposed to ignore the double dig and go for dig advances. Damn it, they are building this hex. I miscounted Enlightened's resources. Oh, duh, because they fully advanced their digging. Okay, so that does change the game plan. We're gonna... No, it doesn't really change the game plan. We still advance our digging. And then we grab... If I see that both these hexes are under threat, then I'm going to just 2 worker dig it. Or 6 worker dig it, rather. Enlightened burned down all their power as well. That's actually pretty killer for them. They can't take any of their income, which is really, really killer. They're gonna have, yeah, they're gonna have 6 power tokens, and that's like 4 workers. They didn't even get any Air 1 points, so like they've hurt me, but they've hurt themselves more. You know what they say about revenge? Or they say 2 things about revenge. One of them is, before seeking revenge, dig 2 graves. They turn coins into tokens here. They don't have any coins. Look at this. They have 0 coins. They're effed. Yeah, they're completely out. So like by chasing down this 1 natural green and like hurting my ability to make a town, they really didn't need this green anymore, because they were in better position to just dig out like hexes down here, right? I guess this is the best spot for them to make a town, admittedly. I can't imagine this is Darkling's best move. I'm gonna greed it out by making a TP first. Then I'll try to advance my digs twice, and then we'll see what hexes are left for me that Enlighten leave me. Prospectors grinding away. They should be able to make 4 TPs this round. Maybe they can make 4 dwellings as well, though I don't really see where they would be. They don't have any cheap digs left. They have this and like this. Unfortunately, these 2 are hexes that I want. The good news is that they think I'm a threat. I mean, I'm not sure if it's because they think I'm a threat. I think that they might have just judged that as being more important than it was. But they're not making another town, right? They don't have nearly enough workers. They could turn all this stuff into workers and still not have enough. Or maybe they would have just enough, right? They need 7 workers to make all this happen. Regardless, this is probably the place to go first. And then we take an 8-pointer. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, the priest towns are less good than 8-pointers now, so. Yeah, enlightened have. Okay. I don't think I'm supposed to worry about the enlightened anymore. It's kind of a hot take, but. So am I worried about prospectors? I guess like from the beginning we were most worried about darklings, right? Or I guess that's not true. I was most worried about enlightened, but I think that darklings are supposed to be the ones who I'm scared of now. And darklings are correctly not giving me the leech. Oh, they have 10 power tokens? That's somehow more than I thought that they did. Oh, after passing on to the worker power tile, they were able to convert some of their tokens. Okay, so Enlightened might still make a town, but I still don't think that they're supposed to be the threat anymore now that they're dead last on 2 cults. And we're actually decent in cult positioning. Darklings should just take a priest town. Yep, they do. And they can't go for 4 towns because they have E5 here, thankfully. I would be. Well, I guess they don't have quite the coins for 4 towns anyway, but they have 2 more towns coming in, Earth 1 and Water 1, and a pass tile. I have 1 town coming in, but little else to my credit. All right, let's. Enlighten can't take leech right now. I do need 1 ship advance, so we do need to be cognizant of that fact. At least 1 ship advance, maybe 2 if I think that I'm fighting networking coming up here and here. So unfortunately the last priest town disappeared, so I might be looking at taking a ship town if I do want to do this dig advance line. Is that the end of the world to take a ship town instead? God, I'm just not scared of Enlighten until they actually build a TP. Building another temple doesn't get me much. Otherwise, I would think that building more temples and TPs to take advantage of Water 1 points is the way to go. But yeah, we need a double dig here. And then maybe another dig on F1 would be good. So in that case, yeah, advancing digs has to be good. Do I buy the workers? I'm not getting any leech, so that's pretty rough in terms of thinking that I can buy the priest here. At least one dig advance has to happen, so let's start with that. This so clearly should be the 8-pointer, I think. Yep, cool. Perfect. Darklings getting the 8-pointer would have been bad for us. And we want the ship town, I think. So can we lose the ship town at this point? Darklings could take 2 ship... No, Darklings should never take 2 ship towns, and Enlightened are a million miles away from making a town, so... I think that we just greed out. Unfortunately, Enlightened are going to force this way onto this hex. Yeah, Enlightened should get this town, right? This is 3 workers and 3 power to build this. And then 2 TPs, yeah. Maybe there's still a slight threat, but I think that I'm ahead of them in points. It's going to be tight. Also getting, like, Enlightened are going to cut me off of here, which is really annoying. I don't think that's even their intent, but it's going to happen. I might try to dig through here and here, but Darklings might just take away A9 as well. Yeah, they're being smart about how they give leech. Like, they've upgraded multiple times so that I can't get leech. They've recognized that Enlightened are not a threat and are happy to give leech to them whenever they please, but... Well, this is inconvenient. Yeah, it looks like this will be a second place, and we'll probably lose a fair bit of elo from this, actually, because the table does not have the highest elos. Prospectors probably advance their shipping once, and then dig down this and this. Yeah, they haven't used their button, so they can advance their shipping, build 2 dwellings. And I should have that covered. I think I have an out if both shipping towns do disappear. If that happens, then I can take the 6 point town and still do a 5 power priest. So I'm not that worried about losing out on towns. In case anyone was thinking that that was a huge threat right now. I think I have two paths to getting some efficient, like, uh, shipping opportunities for cheap digs as well, in case I'm actually in the network contention, which I'm skeptical about. I guess I should at least be in network contention with prospectors who are going to end up with 4 stuff on their board, assuming that they play it correctly, which I have no guarantees. I guess I probably do build D2 instead of E4. I was thinking that I would punish Enlightened by not giving them the neighbor, but I think that they are getting this town, and in that case, I might as well leech some power off of them for free. Yeah, one of the shipping towns goes, so that's unfortunate. Um, at this, I was considering originally if I got F1 to build like the bridge down here, but yeah, I guess I was supposed to secure this hex last round. Enlightened, and then gambled that Enlightened wouldn't take this tile, but I think I needed to get greedy and hope that I got that as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna claim that I'm better than Enlightened, and therefore I can afford to just give them this free leech. Maybe I should also be making the claim that I'm no longer supposed to be just blindly accepting this leech, though. But whatever, I've done what I've done. So darklings will get out one more TP, one more dwelling, probably here and here. They'll get the 11 point town. So that's a 6 point TP. A 4 point dwelling and 11 points. So that's 21 more points. 131 pass for 9. Or 133 pass for 9. 142. $142 will probably tie in network with a couple of resource points, like 144, and like let's say they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points on the cults. So 149. I need to beat like 149-ish before network considerations. Who knows? Oh, they take a power town. Wow. They're not getting down another structure, but they can now go dwelling temple TP. It's a real bummer that I need the shipping town. But I think I really want it so that I can build my network the most competitive possible. I really want to build a competitive network here. Um, I don't know if I can get to 15, but I can easily get 14. Yeah, because I lost access to these reds down here, I don't think I'm getting 15. I'm really bummed about Enlightened doing this. I could have secured this hex last round, remember, with double dig, but I didn't do it. Whoops, no, this to here. Okay, what can we do here? 3 TPs is 6 workers, and then triple dig build or double dig build is 4 workers, um, and that's total 13 coins, which I have covered. I have like exactly the resources for that. However, I have dreams about getting to 15 network, which would involve a worker's action plus getting the stuff that I just described. That would also be 13, 15 coins. I would need a worker's action and to get all the leech that I need. I don't think I can count on that. Right, I can't really count on getting 4 coins worth of leech. So I think I'm supposed to accept that. Um, build 2 TPs, dig down a dwelling, and then stop taking leech. Maybe take 1 leech so I can buy a priest and send it to Earth or something like that. Anyway, here's Air 1. Yeah, it was probably the right play by Darklings to take Air 1. Or Earth 3. This could be Earth 3 as well. So the reason that Darklings did this was because they needed 1 more power so that they could actually get their last dwelling down. Which is good. I like seeing Darklings being put into that awkward spot there. I don't think prospectors have anything left to do, so I can give them this leech happily. Yeah, I just don't really need to worry about prospect or about trying to get down that last structure because it's just too coin intensive. It would involve 12 more coins plus the worker's action, which it's just not worth it. Okay, so Darklings 130 with the TP, and then 134, 143. 143 plus they're better on cults than we realized. It's interesting. We're going to get 2 more TPs is 12 points. So that'll put us at 129. 129 plus the pass is 141. Okay, I think that we have Darklings covered then. as long as we do tie on network, which is what I anticipated that we would. Again, I'm assuming that we're ahead of Enlightened here. Enlightened are getting another town. They have Earth 1. Enlightened are not getting another town. What the fuck did they do? Did they really botch this? Darklings can't give Enlightened power. They can only give... Yeah, they're going to make their TP here. Yeah, Enlightened do get to like a very small number of structures, but I don't think that they actually got their town out. Enlightened also didn't connect, so that's kind of funny. Darklings build down here. Do they have the ability to make this dwelling? They don't. Unless they get... How much leech would they need to get? I mean, Enlightened could give them the leech to build out TP dwelling, which would be killer. That would definitely mean that they beat us. Oh man, now I am getting a little worried. I think no one can mess with this hex anymore, because Darklings don't have a priest. So I should be able to just slowly dig this, right? No, Enlightened could hate dig me. So, but if I dig and build this hex, no one can do anything about it right now. And then this hex will just float for me at the end there. Darkling's next action will be to water 2. And then they will need 2 leech. Okay, Enlightened are just going to sit there and wait for power and see if Darklings will oblige. Yeah, I mean, if prospectors could just give this power and make it like a laugher, that we've even been like mathing this stuff out. Anyway, Darklings are supposed to cult bump right now. They might cult bump Earth, or they could cult bump Air. Air gets them closer to their goal, which is to build another structure. But they could just also recognize that it's not happening. So it's all very complicated. Okay, they give up on the last structure. Okay, great. I don't really care that much if Enlightened make this town, but I'm going to put this TP here. Oh wait, Enlightened can't connect. Yeah, there's no world where Enlightened connect here, actually. Oh, this temple seems very bad. Yeah, that's a terrible temple. Now I don't have to fear giving Darklings leech. But they did give the leech to Enlightened to make their town, so good for them. But they're not going to connect, so... Yep, there's not even a power town left. We wound up being one leech short of being able to buy a priest and send it to the earth track. We could buy a priest and send it to the water track, but obviously that doesn't do us anything. But we're going to be 12 points ahead of darklings on the cults, and I think that that's what matters here. Wow, they ended with 4 dwellings on their board. That's not what you want to do, but whatever. Um, okay, so we'll put this TP here. Do not use, pass. And I think that that's enough. We'll see the official tally, but anyway, yeah, enlightened made it tough for us to get to 15 structures because they cut us off of these 2 cheap hexes, but I'm pretty sure this was worth it overall. So getting this 2 key town was obviously good. Um, so yeah, I think we're looking pretty good. This has been a long stream. I had some long thinks, but I think that my thinking time should be decent this time. Eh? I think that we were correct to be slightly worried about losing Earth 1 here. Earth 1 would have been nice, but like recognizing that we really wanted to save our TPs for round 6 really meant that Fire 1 was invaluable. Basically, the other line, like I wound up building a lot of dwellings, and those dwellings were vital to increasing my digs at the end of the game. The other line would have involved me making a temple for Earth 1, or involving a temple for Fire 1 or Earth 1 in round 2, and that would have looked very different. Obviously, like those priests could have been helpful because I wound up, I think, looking for a lot of priests anyway. But you guys didn't run out of time, so fair enough. But yeah, this was actually, you know what? That's a little too slow. Yeah, despite having some long thinks and streaming, we were still under 20 minutes, which I feel pretty good about that. Okay, let's take a quick look at the tail of the tape. Obviously, we weren't supposed to get the network points, and Enlightened we're supposed to get those network points. We only took 1 coins actions. Darklings took 4 coins actions, and this is a big reason why I was afraid of them. I think that we're also going to see that they passed very well for points. And indeed they did. Though actually, I'm kind of surprised that we managed to do this. We only gave up... So we gave up taking a double spade, making the TP, and making the TP, which would have given us an extra 3 coins. It would have given us extra 3 coins, and it would have meant getting down to... It would have 100% meant that we got down to like 1 structure. So it saved us... We got 8 points from getting the big building tile, and we would have lost a victory point because we got +2 from Air 1, -2 So I think that overall it was like because Enlightened didn't connect, I think that my line was better, but staying in the game might have been perfectly fine um, if I was going to be able to tie Enlightened for network or something. Though, of course, if Enlightened get these two workers, they're going to win network because those two workers are so much disproportionately more valuable for them. So, okay, let's take a look at the rest of the tail of the tape. What else did we take? We probably took multiple priest actions. No, we only bought one priest. We actually used the bridge action more often than the priest action. We got only one coins action. We took a double spade at the beginning of the game. And otherwise, it looks like our power is just for coins, right? 13 coins by conversion. Um, some I actually was thinking like our Fire 1 strategy, we were like doing pretty good on coins. um, Everyone else really went hard on coins. And one thing is that we did take a ship town, so we didn't need that. But obviously, prospectors will make a lot of coins, and Enlightened's economy is just so dumb. Um, 68 coins by conversions, just so dumb. Um, of course, that's essentially like their income, right? So, okay. We got a lot of workers. That happens when you build a lot of dwellings early. Um, it was a good leech game for everyone. We Darklings were very clever about not giving us like the leech that we wanted at the end of the game, which is unfortunate, but obviously it was enough anyway. And yeah, so we hit the track pretty well. Prospectors actually hit the track quite well as well, but this was a result of getting both our big buildings down during the big buildings rounds. We built a TP during the TP round. We got the two digs during the double dig, or we got the double dig during the digging round, and then we built a whole bunch of TPs at the end of the game. Always feels good. Darklings built their big building around early, so they lost out on 5 points due to that. Though of course they got a priest in compensation plus 3 coins. They would always do that, but they didn't hit the track particularly well, and that's one reason why we were able to overcome them in the end. Really, most of their points just came from, yeah, almost all their points came from that final round TPs, I think. And yeah, they missed out on the big buildings rounds. Um, Obviously, we didn't have like a water one, earth one, air one type of game that some of our opponents did, but water one and air one they can be enough if you get the other stuff, which is, bonus tiles. We actually took fairly crappy towns, but we managed to save our resources for dig advances, which is, these 12 points were obviously part of how we were able to win. Um, and yeah, we got a couple points from the stronghold, which is some nice inherent scoring. Um, we didn't score as many points overall as Darklings, but we paid less in Leech, and that wound up being okay. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. It was a fun one. It's nice to get a win with a different faction, even though I just wound up double digging with them, and it wasn't the strongest competition. Nonetheless, happy to be back in the win column. We'll see y'all next time.